This latest Sleepy Hollow episode just contained a bunch of people thinking with the bottom halves of their bodies and a bunch of key Sleepy Hollow moments. Yeah. I think in the very beginning when they showed that special moment between Ichabod and Katrina and they're watching reality television, we're all supposed to be like, oh my gosh, yeah. You know, the last episode took a lot out of me. So, yeah. Katrina. I mean, if you hear my father in the background, it's football Monday or whatever it is that they call that, so I'm sorry. There's no escape. I think that this episode contains a bunch of key moments for and against Katrina or relationships with the witnesses. The Katrina Abbie showdown though, in the middle of the episode, that was my favorite part. I love how Katrina basically just stepped up and was just like, Henry's my son, and that's how it's gonna be. What? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, Katrina? Not nobody up in this piece. Abbie just turned to her and was just like, listen, we were rocking this before you showed up. You understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand the difference? Yes. Yeah. Snap, snap, baby. Snap. Tom Meissen already said, Crane wants Katrina, but Crane needs Abbie. And I think that everybody should just come to terms with that. But at the end of the day, the thing that kind of, was a downer most of the episode was them pushing Abbie to like third wheel status every 5 minutes. Like in the whole beginning, it was just like, Abbie would rush in with something for the plan. You got Ichabod consumed with Katrina. You got Katrina trying to figure out what the freak is going on anyway. Really, Bob? Yeah, like in the whole first half hour, I was just like, I know they're not pushing Abbie to be a third wheel. Come on, this is like the epitome of what we had been talking about. But it's, oh my gosh, dude. I'm happy that Katrina's kind of coming to her senses, I guess. If written correctly, she could be a really awesome operative for the witnesses. But as we see from the end of the episode, where she basically looks down at the Antichrist and it's just like, oh my gosh, how cute. She's not reliable. I can't tell you, and I'm sure that everyone else agrees with me when I say I'm done with the Cranes trying to be like, oh my gosh, Henry has a soul. Henry's my son. What? When Ichabod tried to make the point to Abbie in the beginning of the episode, or close to the beginning of the episode, where he's just like, I had faith, and faith brought you back from purgatory, and faith brought Katrina back to me. The same way I gotta have faith. What are you talking about? It's not the same, bruh. It's not the same, bruh. Come on, man. That being said, I feel like Henry's masterminding everyone. No matter what. No matter what. I feel like Henry might even be masterminding the demon. Because somebody brought up, I think it was either my AfterBuzz television show or I forget that other podcast that I listened to, and I'm so sorry. But I believe that they, and I'm gonna link them in the down bar because I listened to them as well, brought up the fact that the demon didn't know what was happening to him in the last episode. That's why he was tearing his skin off. I don't know which side I believe, but I feel like Henry at this point is masterminding everyone, including he who shall not be named. Yeah, I already don't trust Henry. All the little childlike exploits he's done in the last kind of 7 episodes or so, where he's like crying and, the demons getting after him and all that stuff. I feel like it's all an act. And how Henry just knew that Katrina was gonna come up and have that necklace on, and the necklace was basically going to project, I guess, everything that she wants to see, even though she already saw the beast. Like, she already saw him in his actual form. But that freaking possessed bauble thing, you gonna let that mess with your perception? Yeah. Some other kind of cutish moments that I loved. Crane giving Holly the speech. So cute, so cute. Oh my gosh, like, of course he would. And I'm loving Crane for doing that. But I'm also loving their like romance, and also loving Holly's infatuation with Abbie. Like, regardless of, well, I'm guessing at this point he's not purposeless. I still want to see him play more of a significant role if he's gonna play one. But either way, his infatuation with Abbie, at least in this episode, was really cute. Really, really, really cute. And when the she-beast comes after him and she's all Abbified, I was just like, oh my gosh, dude, really, Bob? Oh my gosh. I never was so happy to see her get taken down. It was really, come on. Watching a she-beast in like a little tight dress as well, that's sight only a mother could love. E.g. Katrina. Only Katrina sympathizes with that. But just a word on the Headless Horseman, and I feel like others have already said this, so I apologize for being repetitious, but like, Headless was so much more awesome when he was actually headless and Katrina couldn't see Abraham Ramrun's head. Like, it was something about just watching him march around with machine guns and bullets and stuff that was just really satisfying. Abraham Van Brunt isn't necessarily not satisfying, but he's just softening a character that I don't necessarily feel like should have ever been softened. That being said, I feel like it plays into what the Sleepy writers are trying to do, whereas they're trying to make all the enemies kind of very multi-layered, and that's good, don't get me wrong. I'm never one for evil characters or good characters to be like all good or all bad, because that's not realistic. But in the same token, come on, he's headless. We're always supposed to be like, oh my gosh, like the episode where they imprisoned Headless in the first season, I actually had like chills running, like no lie, because I was just like, they actually have him, oh my gosh. When John Cho was the vessel where Headless was speaking through him as a vessel, I was just like, this episode is like the greatest, oh my gosh. But now it's like, I mean, I get it. It's I don't hate it. It's nice that Headless has feelings, I guess, but yeah, it's uber creepy to see the baby, the Antichrist. And it's uber unsatisfying that no matter what they did, Rosemary's baby was still born, no matter what they tried to do. And now I'm wondering about Ben Franklin and his logic, because if that Aurora Borealis, something else I picked up from freaking AfterBuzz TV, Stephen Lemieux. Like, honestly, Stephen, oh my gosh, dude. So the Aurora Borealis crystal thing, if that just kind of harnessed the energy somewhere else, then that means that Henry was banking on them going to retrieve that tablet, getting that stone so that he could take the energy. He knew that they were going to do it. So whose side was Benjamin Franklin really on? Either way, like you all, hopefully, looking forward to next week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to my third Sleepy Talk. It's been cool. It's always awesome chatting with you guys. We agree that we got some of the best Abbie moments of the season of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a really blessed week. If you would like to connect with me on Tumblr, I am Beat Spark the Soda Pop. If you'd like to connect with me on Instagram, I'm Brave Amber Beats, and on Twitter, I am Runaway Blue. Yeah, let's chat about this. I love chatting about all this stuff. Down in the comments, please like and comment if you like this video, and thank you very much once again. I hope that you have a blessed week. Have an awesome week, guys. Bye. Abbie's not going anywhere. Even if she falls in love with someone else and they live happily